Greetings, Doctor, and all viewers. Today, our Group A, will be presenting on question 1, which is describe two methods in management science that you think are very important and interesting. Here, I'll introduce my group members. First off, we have me, myself, KAVITHA Chong LYNN. Next, we have Tan Junwei and Nur ALIA NADHIRAH Binti Abdullah. Finally, we have Lu Zesian. So the first method will be presented by me, KAVITHA Chong LYNN, and my teammate Tan Junwei. We will be presenting on linear programming. Linear programming is a mathematical technique that simplifies complex relationships into linear functions, enabling the identification of optimal solutions. According to Analytics linear programming is widely used in areas like logistics and production planning. Its importance lies in its ability to improve efficiency and reduce costs, which are critical for businesses to stay competitive. Next, we have the key components of linear programming. First off, we have objective function. It is defined as the process of making a decision. It is important to mention the objective function quantitatively in a problem. Next, we have constraints. In an inequality that specifies how variable values are limited during a problem is called a constraint. Applied mathematics techniques function best when all constraints are linear inequalities. Third one, we have decision variables. Identifying the decision variables is the first step in solving any problem. The decision variables x and y in any given linear equation help the decision makers to optimize the problem. Last but not least, we have non-negativity restriction. Decision variables in linear programs should always have non-negative values. In other words, decision variables should have values greater than or equal to 0.
Greeting doctors, my name is Tan Junwei and my match number is 299205. Now I'm giving the example of using linear programming. The figure below is the delivery optimizations. First scenario, a postman delivers the 6 letters to various houses U, V, W, Y, and Z, starting from a post office at location A. The second one is the objective. Using the linear programming, the postman aims to determine the shortest route to deliver all the letters, thereby minimizing the fuel consumptions. The third is the constraints. The distance between the location act as constraints that must be considered to optimize the route. The fourth one is the result. The result is an optimized route that reduces the full cost and ensure the efficient delivery. This highlights how the linear programming simplify the logistic and improve the resource utilizations. Next is the importance of linear programming. The first one is the efficient resource allocation. Linear programming ensures the limited resource like labor, materials, and time are used optimally. For example, a factory can decide how many units of each product to manufacture while staying within the resource limit like raw materials and production hours. The second is the cost minimization and profit maximization. Linear programming help the business minimize the operational costs or maximize the profit. For instance, in logistics, it determines the shortest delivery route, reducing the full cost while maintaining the service efficiency. The third one is simplifying the complex problems. Linear programming breaks down the multiple variable problems into the manageable models, making them easier to analyze and solve. For example, it helps solve the scheduling issue by considering the constraint like deadlines and workforce availability. Now I will pass to my group members.
The second method in management science that we find it useful is the simplex method. The simplex method systematically solves linear programming problems manually using stack variables, tableaus, and pivot variables to find the optimal solution. Linear programming seeks to maximize or minimize an objective function subject to linear constraints. So for our case study, the cupcake shop, our objective is to maximize our profit by selling chocolate cupcakes, also known as X1, and vanilla cupcakes, also known as X2. So we can also write as maximize z equals to 60x1 plus 50x2. So for the following constraint for this case study, we have flour for x1 plus 10x2 smaller or equals to 100, sugar 2x1 plus 1x2 smaller or equals to 22, flavor extracts 3x1 plus 3x2 smaller or equals to 39. So for this case study, we we have non-negativity, which means that x1 and x2 must be bigger or equals to 0. So, the constraints are essential in linear programming because they represent the real-world limitations and resources that must be respected while solving a problem. So, we should convert these inequalities to standard equations by adding stack variables s1, s2, s3. This is the initial simplex tableau that I formed just now for this case study. And if you look into the profit, which is z, all of the values are 0, which means that we didn't satisfy all of the constraints. Thus, we have to form another tableau until we meet all of the constraints. But before that, we have to choose our key row, key column, and key element. The first step is to choose our key column. By looking into our indicator row, which is Siemens Z, the column with the biggest value will be chosen as a key column. In this case, it will be 60, so I'll highlight the whole column with yellow color. Next, we should choose our key row by using Q divided by KC, and the answer with the smallest value will be the key row. So for this case, it will be 11. So I'll highlight the whole row with green color. The intersection point of key row and key column will be the key element, which I circle it with blue color, and the answer will be 2. Now, we have all the values we needed, and we can now form the next tableau. This is the final simplex tableau of our case study, and we finally meet all of the constraints. As a result, we need to sell 9 chocolate cupcakes and 4 vanilla cupcakes to achieve a maximum profit of 740 ringgit. So you might be wondering, why is our cupcake so expensive? This is because we use the finest material to produce each of our cupcake. Thank you.
Next, the advantages of simplex method. The simplex method is a highly efficient and powerful technique used in linear programming to solve optimization problems. It's specifically designed to handle large and complex problems quickly and effectively. One of its key strengths is its ability to systematically manage multiple variables and constraints. This makes it an ideal solution for real-world applications where both times and accuracy are critical. Whether you are optimizing resources, minimizing costs, or maximizing profits, the simplex method ensures that these tasks are completed with precision. Another major advantage of the simplex method is its guaranteed results. Unlike some other methods, the simplex methods offer a level of certainty. It can pinpoint the best solution when one exists. If the problem is unsolvable or if the solution can continue indefinitely, the method will clearly identify that as well. This ability to guarantee accurate results provide clarity, reducing uncertainty in decision-making processes and allowing for more informed choices in areas such as resource allocation or cost optimization. Lastly, the simplex method is incredibly versatile, making it widely applicable across numerous industries. It's used in transportation to optimize delivery routes, in manufacturing to minimize production costs, and in finance to allocate resources effectively. Its ability to adapt to different types of problems makes it a valuable tool for decision makers. Whether you are a business owner, an engineer, or a financial analyst, the simplex method helps you solve complex problems more efficiently and effectively. In summary, the simplex method stands out due to its efficiency, guaranteed reliability, and wide range of application across industry. It is an essential tool in optimization problems, helping businesses and professionals make better decisions, save time, and maximize their resources. In conclusion, we have chosen linear programming and the simplex method as the two most important and interesting methods in management science because of their ability to provide effective solutions to complex problems. Linear programming is widely applied in optimizing resources, reducing costs, and maximizing profit in industries such as logistics and production. On the other hand, the simplex methods offer a systematic approach to solving these problems, effectively managing large-scale constraints. Together, these methods are essential tools that simplify decision-making and enhance productivity across various fields. That's all from us. Thank you.